Take a little walk down into the underbelly of streaming, where hope is cheap, but it's all we have. We ain't got the fancy things that the big streamers got. We just got ourselves, each other, and the loyal few who follow us. We all got dreams, but when will they come true? Sometime, baby. Sometime. Welcome to the Sometime Show.
Hello, everyone. I am Zargram Zanders. Welcome to the Sometime Show. Today we have our wonderful guest, Suspicious Pegasus, on today, who has graciously decided to come on for a little bit of an interview. So, thank you so much for joining us, Pegasus.
You mean not so graciously and totally awesome? Hello, Zargon. My chat just said Zargon.
It's good to have you here. If you'd like, we could also share our chats. There's an option for that in the stream together, by the way. So,
Yes. A barely contained rage. Subscribe to Crunchyroll to earn more drops. Yeah, I don't know about that. Apparently I can merge chats. Yeah, apparently I can. Channel points. Posture check. Guide the raid. Tool time. Oh, why are none of my redeems showing up?
I don't know.
Oh, thanks, Bit Gamer Nexus. Oh, yep. Oh, what if you could hear the audio from my stream?
I don't think I can. We had to use Chad. If you don't know, we had to use Discord in order to get the audio to work out. Things have been a little bit hectic this afternoon, but luckily we were able to get something working. But yeah, if you want to share our chats, we certainly can and have them, socialize and stuff. Anywho, what do you say we get started with the show, huh? So.
Yeah, sure. Hydrate Zargran. Yeah. You should hydrate Zargran. Zaragram. Man. Interview. Man, this would be so much more interesting if I don't really have any background music, I don't think.
That's fine. Anyway, so why don't you introduce yourself? Who are you and where are you from?
I'm from Missouri. I am Suspicious Pegasus, and I like to play first-person shooters and various other stupid games that I love. Mostly retro shooters. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I live again. So, I'm a VTuber. Hashtag Missouri mentioned.
Mighty Mo.
Hashtag Missouri mentioned. Missouri has been mentioned. I feel special. I'm a 23-year-old pony VTuber from Missouri. I'll play on Lightly Broiled, why not? I have taken your love, now I have taken your life.
Okay. Right now my chat and your chat are not chatting together, so if you go to the stream the other thing, you can actually enable that so they can both be in the same thing. That way I can see the stuff that you guys are talking about too.
Yeah, that's fair. Do.
All right, cool. So, why don't I ask some of the basic questions that I ask everyone who comes on the show? How's that sound? So, one thing I like to ask people is how did they get started as a VTuber? What motivated them to start streaming?
Oh man, Oh, hello Zaragram people. Oh look, it's Common Soul.
Hello there.
You
Nice to meet you.
cute emotes though. Oh no, Common Soul was the emotes that Big Gamer Nexus used. But yeah, there's Big Gamer Nexus. Hello, Big Gamer. What got me started as a VTuber? A lot, honestly. Huh. My game browser source isn't showing up. Interesting.
Would you care to share what that was like?
What? Share what that was like. I think like one time I saw like one of those big like corporate VTubers or something like Mighty Mouse. No. Iron Mouse. Iron Moss.
Yeah, Iron Mouse. He's a very, very, very popular VTuber. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just more just like I saw the whole concept. I liked the concept of VTubing, of like having a virtual avatar to interact with, stream with, because I could remain anonymous and not show my maybe don't need to self-deprecate so much, but what I thought to be my ugly ass face through webcam on Twitch. But also, like, you know how the world's like real uber crazy, everyone like, if you drink water you're a terrible person, and you like, if you breathe oxygen you're a terrible person, and so like getting doxxed and all that kind of stuff,
Oh yeah, I've heard about streamers being swatted and doxxed and stuff like that. So yeah, I can understand wanting to be cautious about that.
Yeah, like very much cautious. I don't know why my video oh, I must have to like capture any full screen application. Ah, looks like, man, maybe VTuber Plus is not the greatest. Game Capture 2, capture any full screen application.
So okay,
Huh.
so you were inspired by some of the bigger VTubers, and you wanted to basically protect your identity. I can understand that. How?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I would rather have us play a game together because this feels kind of boring.
Oh.
Most part. Just because, like, if we played a game, we could talk about the game, but also like have a chat about the game and like, our interest.
Well, why don't we talk about that? What kind of games do you like to play? You said first-person shooters. Do you have anything specific you'd like to share?
Yeah, if you look over on my stream, why the fuck is it not working? Why is my game capture not working? Oh. Okay. Is my virtual camera still working?
I don't know. Here, I'll open up your stream so maybe I can have a look-see. All right. Okay. I see what we're doing. So, yeah, if it makes you more comfortable, I can talk about the game you're playing while we do the interview and stuff.
Yeah. We have game visual. Your virtual camera's still working. Okay. Good. We have game visual, Sysbit Gamer Nexus. Also, I just realized how loud this game is a little more. I think I could turn it down on. What'd you know about that? Yeah. Okay. So, this game is called Blood from 1997. Not sure if you could see my end of the stream. So I play what is typically considered, quote, boomer shooters.
Okay. All right. Here, let me see if I can set up an OBS source. So while I'm doing that, would you kindly share with us, like, what are some kind of challenges and obstacles you've overcome in your journey as a streamer?
Man, that's a good one. A lot of it is just like the desire and like getting the consistency to stream. Another part of it is just like holding out hope that you can actually get somewhere, because like this industry is brutal and I still have a lot to learn, and I'm not actually even like fully like optimizing my stream, because there's proven methods to grow. It's just it doesn't feel like that at first. It feels like everyone else got their success from luck or something like that. Open for business.
Oh, I'm having a little
More
bit
brains.
I have an idea. I think what I'll do. Okay, so you're saying that some people, it's a matter of luck. You're saying for growing your channel.
Yeah, some people think it is, and to be fair, maybe just a little bit, but for the most part, not so much. There's actually like proven growth strategies, and unfortunately, I don't quite optimize it that much. But a lot of it involves, honestly, I would definitely like go watch Stream Schemes videos. He's an Australian professional streamer who makes a lot of videos on how to grow your channel and stuff like that. And while watching the videos is fine, I found that it's hard to apply it. But yeah, so one challenge I've faced is dealing with emotionally immature people, because there's a lot of emotionally immature people out there. One example was I was streaming Helldivers 2, and somebody thought to friendly fire me because, like, reasons. They got angry, and so I killed them in retaliation. And then they friendly fired me because I picked up their stratagem weapon after they died, and they weren't using it because they were a corpse. And then like they were upset that I didn't give it to them while I was fighting enemies. And they killed me. And then I killed them. And then they got angry. They showed up to my stream, called me the R word.
Oh.
In my chat. It was actually hilarious in my opinion, but also kind of sad because it's just like, who the fuck does that? But also, just like a lot of people that like, gonna jump out that window because that shotgun cultist.
There we go. Now I'm able to get the Here, why don't I start off with a shout out for you guys? So
Oh, the cultist death sound from this game is actually the sound that plays when people give me money in the form of bits, which you should totally give me your life savings. I will eat your. No, don't give me your life savings. That would.
Here we go. So, all right. So those are some obstacles.
Thank you for the shout out.
Yeah, no problem.
So the obstacles. There's a lot of obstacles. One of them is dealing with emotionally immature people.
Okay.
Another one is just dealing with like, what do I mean when I say emotionally immature, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that could mean, but I mean like people that are like, that just get upset easily. They never tell you why they're upset or if they're even upset to begin with, let alone, it's a mess. Another one is like bot raiders, haters. Yeah, people that come to your stream just to say fucked up like stuff that is like.
So you faced online harassment and stuff like that.
Yeah, harassment. And it's like I know that like from my generation, like at least I grew up with Xbox Live, and so people have said some very hateful, mean, hurtful shit to me when I was like a kid, and some of it does still kind of hurt me to this day, but I mostly managed to get over that. I remember because I have a pony profile picture, I've had people call me the F word several times. Just if you have your comments like public on Steam, people will show up to your profile and oh, I finally managed to actually get the akimbo power up. That jump is very difficult to make. Yeah, people will show up to your Steam profile and just call you like hateful, mean stuff.
I see. I'm very sorry to hear that you've gone through that. So, okay, and the next question is...
I mean, it's not your fault. I mean, unless you like secretly hired them to harass me, which in that case, shame on you. But
I
like,
have not done that. No, I don't have the money to even do that, so...
but like, yeah, hateful people, disagreements that could have been solved through talking, hidden and just avoided. Let me see. Another one is like trying to distance or no, trying to make myself distinct in the VTuber space, especially because streamers are kind of a dime a dozen, and even VTubers, which was once an elite like group that of like shadow people that secretly ruled the world. No, I'm just kidding. But VTubers were extremely popular and blew up a while ago, like 2019. That was when like VTubers really first started to become a thing. And so like Iron Mouse and all that, they like rule the world or whatnot.
I see.
um,
So, okay. What kind of...
But having to make yourself distinct in the sea of VTubers and other streamers, and it's hard, it's hard. Another challenge is being entertaining and finding yourself constantly talking on stream or finding interesting topics to talk about. Because like the sad reality is if you're not engaging for like more than 5 seconds, or if you can't hook somebody coming into your stream, you're really not going to grow, and that's just the reality. It can be hard. It can be difficult, especially when you need to like take a break and not talk so much. Anyway, speaking of, it's hard to breathe, so I'm gonna let you talk.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so another question I usually like to ask people who come on the show is, what sort of goals or what sort of situation would you like to strive for with your streaming channel and stuff? Like perhaps a benchmark or a landmark or something that some kind of accomplishment you'd like to go for, or some kind of overall goal. Maybe maybe it can be concrete, maybe it can be conceptual.
Honestly, increase interactivity in my channel. Oh, that's a wonderful question, Zargram. Increase interactivity. Oh my god, I hate this super secret so much. Increase interactivity. Well, I mean, obviously, making money is a fun, viable goal, and I know people were like, "Well, it's not about the money," and it's like, well, yeah, it may not be just about the money, but the money can help you grow, help you pay bills, all that shit, and like, so it kind of is about the money, a little bit at least.
I see.
Let's be real, but like honestly, I want to be able to hire editors that just like take clips of like random shit I do on stream and actually string it together and like into like compilations or like funny videos, funny internet videos.
Okay.
Bonus points if chat knows that one. Funny internet videos. Mordecai Rigby, you will be missed.
Oh, is that the regular show? I've seen a little bit of that. I remember I had a roommate in college who was interested, who liked that show a lot.
That was like, honestly, seasons 1 through 5 just kind of blend together as like the same season for me. But like, the early, yeah, there's an episode where they're trying to make viral videos, and they get trapped in like a digital land by this like this old lady. Oh yes, finally the super secret. I can finally exit this curse level.
Okay.
11 out of 11 secrets. Wait, only 17 out of 18 mobs killed. Are you kidding me?
That's... Oh, okay. So, what drew you to this particular...
Growth.
Oh.
Growth. Trying to so growth, making like having like actually being able to hire staff and consistently like pay them to like be able to like fucking do funny stuff.
Okay.
To like make funny videos to grow my channel, because a lot of growth is on YouTube. Oh hey, the zombie head.
So all right, let me ask.
actually just entertain people, make a living doing, well, maybe not make a living, but a considerable sum of money side hustle, but also introduce people into stuff that I really genuinely like to talk about, such as this game that is here before you. I'm not sure if it's visible on your end or
It
your
is. Yeah, I was
stream.
able to grab it from a window in your stream.
Okay, thank you. I could probably make it a browser source.
Sure. But okay, so my next question is,
Ow.
since I talk to mostly VTubers and PNG tubers, I'm curious to know about what drew you to this particular character design. Would you like to talk about your character and their origins and backstory, or like their design stuff?
So this iteration of my character is a kind of a long line of iterations of previous designs, some of which I don't like to talk about because they are just kind of like a product.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, I think we might have had some
How
lag.
are you?
I'm good. I think we might have had some lag.
Oh, that guy was still alive. So, like, this game, like Blood, for example, that's one reason I wanted to stream. There's a bunch of reasons. We could go on all day about the reasons, but, like, honestly, like, it may be better to just let me talk for a while without trying to interrupt. Although, like, because the thing is about people is that people crave an interested listener more than anything. Rivety. I don't know. I'm not hammering rivets. I can't hear you, Zaragram. Is your Discord working? Try leaving the call and joining again.
Oh, you're not able to hear?
Oh, I am now.
Oh.
Sorry, the call cannot be completed as dialed. Please try again. God, I hate that so much.
Okay. But yeah, I was curious to know about your character design. Like, do they have like a story, like some kind of like origin story, or like, would you like to talk about their design and stuff?
Thank you. So the basic design is that, like, well, I did have like, I mean, I am a big Nightmare Moon fan, so I did kind of like add elements of that to her design, but also like, she's based off a World War II American plane. And then I guess like I always like plane ponies or machines, like I especially like cyborg characters. So she's basically just like a war machine. So like yeah, that's well, it also gave me an excuse to make her like 7 to 9 feet tall, just gigantic woman.
Okay.
That can just crush anything. Yeah, something akin to an aeromorph, but I also like ponies, especially My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
I used to be into that, yeah. I was a big fan of G4 for a while. In fact, I was talking to Zeus Pegasus the other week about that, and they seem to be a big fan of that as well. They said it really helped them kind of get out of their shell, socially speaking.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are, well, there's a lot of amazing people in the Brony fandom, but there are also a lot of people that are emotionally immature, and I refuse to use the term childish because that is demeaning and insulting, but there are people that, unfortunately, but it also just feels like the internet in general, so maybe I'm just like, I don't know, but like the Brony community is an awesome community, and it still is a community, and people are thankfully still keeping it alive. Although there is a convention that I love in Florida that is a bit controversial, though, unfortunately, and I feel like it's just because people made it controversial because they have nothing better to do.
Oh, okay. So, what kind of story? So your character's like an aeromorph, or is like one of our shadows was saying. So
combat cyborg, yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh my god, these more brains.
All right. So, let me ask you this: what sort of interests outside of gaming do you have? I've talked to some people about their interests in things. A lot of people we've had on here were interested in tarot, some were interested in anime, some were also interested in other games.
Tarot. Oh yeah, that. Well, honestly, I could probably go on all day for like 37 hours.
Hello?
Let me see. So, one thing I am interested in is so-called boomer shooters, as they're called.
You must have liked Bolt Gun then.
Yeah, but that doesn't really necessarily play like a 90s shooter. It more plays like Doom 2016, in that like you enter an area and a bunch of enemies spawn instead of like the enemies being dispersed throughout the level.
Okay, I know I personally have a lot of difficulty playing shooters. The first-person shooters tend to actually make me very motion sick. So I can't really, not only am I very bad at them, but I also just can't really play them for very long, otherwise I start just getting a headache. It even happens with like first-person mode in Minecraft if I go underground. So
Oh wow, for real?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It's a real problem. I can't really play first-person shooters.
I see.
Yeah.
I forgot this game doesn't really have autosaves. So I'm gonna have to do all that over again, but, you know. So, the thing about, like, retro shooters, or, well, there's been a lot of retro shooter-like clones or, like, lookalikes as of late, which is great, because it kind of revived, because games from the 90s, in some ways having 2D-based, like, sprites. That zombie's probably gonna get back up. Oh, never mind. Yeah, having 2D-based sprites is actually a lot more artistic in a lot of ways, and has the potential to be more artistic than,
so?
like, say, photorealistic. Because, well, so let me give you some examples. So, like, Forgive Me Father and Forgive Me Father 2, they look like a comic book come to life.
Okay.
And so this game, Blood, uses, well, it's from 1997, so it's more of a limitation of the time. But then again, even then, by 1997, they did transition to, like, low-poly 3D graphics.
Here, let me see if I can get a picture of Forgive Me Father.
Forgive Me Father, yeah, and Forgive Me Father 2. So, like, the enemies are all 2D sprites, and, like, the game looks like a comic book. And I'm not sure, like, I'm not the biggest fan of comic books because I'm not really a fan of, like, superheroes all that much. But it's more just, part of it's just, like, the superhero fatigue, you know?
Oh, I can definitely understand that.
Granted, you will never, and I mean this, like, as a fact, you will never hate superheroes more than Garth Ennis. Like, even if you assault a kid for wearing a Captain America costume on Halloween, you will still not hate superheroes more than Garth Ennis.
Oh, who's that?
Garth Ennis is the author of the Boys comic, but also, like, some of the, like, Punisher comics.
Oh, I see.
And
do you like any kind of comics, even if it's not related to superheroes?
Yeah, there's a few comics that are pretty good. I need to collect more of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic comics. Speaking of Friendship is Magic, it's honestly ironically one of the most mature shows I've ever seen. Because when I watch something like Rick and Morty, I can't stand like Rick and Morty anymore. It's still funny, but it's just extremely immature. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is unironically more mature than most so-called adult shows.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, when you, like, okay, Archer might be a little more mature than, like, say, Family Guy, but, like, Family Guy is extremely immature. Oh, hello, Shreddy. I hear naked civilians getting chopped up by zombies, axe-wielding zombies. Oh, that guy had a life essence. So, like, you know how Dora, like, tries to teach you moral lessons, but it's really patronizing? Friendship is Magic doesn't do that, but Friendship is Magic also, like, presents mature topics in a way that both kids and adults can understand and vibe with. And it's really not a little girl show, and I fucking hate it when people suggest it is, because it really isn't. It's a everyone's show.
Okay.
Crudux Crew.
So, all right. It seems like you have very strong opinions about the kinds of media you consume. So, what is
Sometimes. Ow! 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 Ow!
Right. So it seems like this is stuff that's very important to you, and I'm curious to know, what would you say is some media that's especially important to you? Like let's say here, what would you say your favorite movie is?
Ooh. God damn it! Why do you have to ask me that? Because I don't know what my favorite movie is, but there's plenty of movies. Oh, I'll tell you a movie I kind of liked it, but I also more just hated it more than I actually liked it. Gods of the Deep.
Okay, can you tell us about that?
So I kind of like H.P. Lovecraft, and no, do not speak of the cat, the